Bank tellers. What transaction made you immediately call security? I'd been working at First National for 3 years when she walked in. Maybe 16, definitely not 18 like the ID claimed. Designer purse, nervous energy, kept touching her throat where bruises were fading to yellow-green. I need to withdraw $9,500 from my savings, she said, sliding the withdrawal slip across, just under the reporting limit. Red flag number 1. I pulled up her account, opened 2 weeks ago with a $50,000 cash deposit. Multiple withdrawals just under $10,000 each. Classic structuring pattern. The account was joint with someone named Vincent, 43 years old. Is this for a large purchase? I asked casually. Protocol for suspicious withdrawals. Just need cash, she said, not meeting my eyes. I noticed her hands shaking as she adjusted her purse. Inside, I glimpsed another ID, different name, different birthday, same photo. I'll need to verify this with my manager, I said. Standard procedure. Her face went white. Please, I'm in a hurry. He's waiting in the car. Red flag number 2. I glanced toward the parking lot. Black Mercedes, tinted windows, engine running. Of course, one moment. I walked calmly to the back office, but instead of getting my manager, I hit the silent alarm and called our security hotline. Potential trafficking situation, minor with suspicious account activity, possible controller in parking lot. Then I returned to my window with paperwork to stall. I need a few signatures while we prepare your cash. She kept glancing at the parking lot. How much longer? Just a few minutes. Security arrived in 3 minutes. 2 officers entered quietly through the employee entrance while marked units surrounded the Mercedes outside. I kept processing paperwork, keeping her calm. Jasmine? An officer approached gently, her real name from the second ID. She started crying immediately. He said he'd hurt my sister if I didn't. You're safe now. Through the window, I watched them arrest Vincent. Found out later he had 3 other girls working for him, all with similar bank accounts, all making structured withdrawals to avoid reporting requirements. Jasmine was 15, from Nebraska, been missing 4 months. The joint account was how he controlled them. Every withdrawal required his approval since he was primary. The girls could deposit their earnings but couldn't access money without him knowing. He'd wait in the car during withdrawals, watching. Jasmine testified 8 months later. Said that moment in the bank was the first time she'd felt hope since being taken. Said my stalling saved her life because Vincent had plane tickets for that afternoon, planning to move operations to another state. But here's what haunts me. She'd been in our bank 6 times before. 6 times other tellers processed her withdrawals without question. 6 times she'd stood at windows just like mine, praying someone would notice something wrong. The signs were all there. The age discrepancy on the joint account, the pattern of deposits and withdrawals, the way she never came in alone, the bruises she tried to hide with makeup. After that, I trained every teller in our branch on trafficking indicators. We implemented new protocols for suspicious joint accounts. Started requiring additional verification for large withdrawals from accounts with significant age gaps. 3 months later, another teller flagged a similar situation. 17-year-old with a 40-year-old boyfriend on her account. Same withdrawal patterns, same nervous behavior, same controller waiting outside. We saved that girl too. Vincent got 25 years. The other man got 18. But there are more of them, using banks to control and exploit vulnerable kids, making them deposit earnings from exploitation, controlling their access to their own money. Now I watch for the signs. The nervous teenagers with older joint account holders, the structured withdrawals, the fear when you mention verification, the controllers waiting in cars. That $9,500 withdrawal request saved 4 girls' lives. Not because of the amount, but because someone finally paid attention to the person making it. Jasmine wasn't just processing a transaction that day. She was screaming for help in the only way she could. I heard her. Every teller should be trained to hear those silent screams. Every withdrawal slip might be an SOS. Every nervous glance at the parking lot might be a plea for rescue. We're not just handling money. Sometimes we're the last line of defense between a victim and their trafficker. That's why I called security. That's why I'll always call security when something feels wrong. Because Jasmine deserved those 6 other tellers to notice. They processed transactions. I saved a life.